Okay, hey everybody, we're getting ready to make some turkey salad, so stay tuned. Okay guys, we are ready to make the turkey salad. And this is maybe just a little over half of the turkey breast that I baked last night, and I let it get cold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up in chunks, and I'm going to put it in the food processor. I'm going to kind of make it a fine grind, because I'm putting a lot of other things in with it, and that way it helps it not be too dry. So I'm going to cut up this turkey and put it in there with it. I'm just trying to get it in manageable pieces where it won't get clogged. And Robert and I have been discussing what we thought we would like in the turkey salad. So we're putting celery, onions, dried cranberries that have half the sugar. We buy the cranberries that are 1/2 the sugar as the others because we neither one like real sweet cranberries. And then I've got some sweet pickle relish here, mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, and I've got onion powder, pepper, and just a few celery seeds. And I made a little bit of stock over here out of 2 bouillon cubes and some water.
It's chicken, right?
Yeah, it's chicken bouillon cubes. And you need to add a little moisture to this so that you're not adding so much Miracle Whip and mayonnaise. And that'll add a little bit of moisture to it, but it'll still taste good. Okay? So let's put this in here.
They don't make a turkey bouillon, do they?
I've never seen one. Yeah. Chicken works just as good with turkey. The flavor is very similar, so you're not going to hurt anything by doing that. It's be just fine. I had a friend, her mom used to make chicken salad. It was Nancy Smith. And her mom is Chestine Walls. And she would make chicken salad, and she would grind that chicken up really fine. And it was some of the best chicken salad. Everybody always loved it. Let's see. Now, we're just going to pause this because I'm going to wash it. And make sure I don't get it too fine. Okay, I think that's about fine enough. Now, if you see any big lumps in it, just take them out and put them in the next one. But you can kind of see what the turkey looks like there. So let me empty this one off. And then we'll grind the rest. I may put, I might put some smaller pieces in there.
And you took the skin off of it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I took all the skin off the turkey and before I put it in there. Now, this is a quick, easy way to grind the turkey up. This would also be good, I think, if you like, if you wanted to make a turkey patty, kind of like you do salmon patties or something like that. Just put an egg and, just a little bit of flour in with it and cook it on top of the stove. You could add celery and onions to it. And I'd say that would really be good. I'll probably try some of that with Robert. I was thinking about that today, but I'm going to have to grind that piece right there just a little bit. I didn't get it. It kind of hid from me.
If y'all use these things, be careful because them blades are sharp. You wash them. Yeah, I think you did. You wash these things and you come back bloody.
Yeah, you have to watch. You got to realize that they don't call them food processors for nothing.
Finger processors.
Let me run this right over here and run a little water in it. Now, let me dry my hands off. And I'm going to scrape just what's left here of this turkey. Try to, without getting it all over the floor. Sometimes I don't do a very good job of not getting it on the floor. Okay, now I'd say we right here on the sides of this says that we have, let me find my cups. We have got about 5 cups of 5 cups of turkey. There's a little piece of gristle. You can always check through it, see if you got any pieces of gristle or anything like that in it that, you don't want in there. Okay, now, this is 1 chopped onion, a sweet onion. If you don't like a lot of onion, just use a little. If you don't like any onion, leave it out. Anything that we use, we're putting in here because we like it. So if you don't like it, leave it out. So I'm going to put in I think I'll just put all of it.
Y'all know she likes a lot of onion.
Robert and I both like onion. We like onion. This is 2 big stalks of celery chopped. And I've tried to chop it in kind of small pieces, not big pieces. You can kind of see what I've done here. So I'm going to put all that in there.
There'll be some crunch factor.
Now, normally, when I make chicken salad, I put almost a whole jar of this in Robert's chicken salad. But I make a pretty good sized container. It's usually a quart container plus one of those little small Ziploc containers. But anyway, if any of these things that you don't like, don't add them. Don't add them, or just add a little of it. See what you like. Also, if you wanted to put grapes in this, you could put grapes in this. If you like the chicken salad with grapes, you'd probably like turkey salad with grapes. Some people like to put grapes and pecans in it, and that's fine. I don't put it in it because Robert doesn't like it.
Preach it, woman. Don't like it. If I want to eat a pecan, I'll sit down and crack a pecan open.
Now, I'm only going to put about 2 tablespoons of relish in that because I am putting the cranberries in it. Okay? Now, another thing you could do to this is put a boiled egg. If you like boiled eggs, you could put boiled eggs in this. Honey, we should have done that. I didn't think of it.
We can always push pause.
Well, push pause.
Sorry, Charlies. We'll be back.
Okay, guys. We stopped and we boiled 5 large eggs. And I've just kind of chopped them up. And we're going to put them in there. And I've got about a half a cup of Miracle Whip and a half a cup, maybe just a little over half a cup of mayonnaise. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of this broth to this so that it will make this turkey salad a little wetter and not use so much Miracle Whip and mayonnaise and things, just there's still plenty in it. If you think yours needs more, you can put some in it. Now, if you don't like boiled eggs and you don't like all this stuff, I've already told everybody what to do. We're going to put a little bit of onion powder in the mayonnaise and Miracle Whip. And we're going to put a little bit of black pepper. We're going to put everything in here and mix it up. And a little bit of celery seeds. Now, I'm going to be very careful with these because I am not crazy about a lot of celery seeds. And if you don't like any of this stuff, just don't put it in.
None of this has salt, right, honey?
No, none of this has salt. The only thing has salt in it is the bouillon. And I've tried to weaken it down as much as I could.
Kathy don't like a lot of salt, so she won't put a lot of salt in it to begin with, so you all have to add salt to your taste.
Yeah, you'll have to add a little salt if you like salt. But trust me, I'm going to tell you, a lot of this stuff has got plenty of salt in it. You don't have to add extra to it. Or you can wait till you make your sandwich and salt it then. Let me scratch my nose. Gosh, my nose is aggravating me to death. I told Robert it's allergies and all this stuff that just drives you nuts. Okay, now we're going to put our cranberries in, and I'm going to kind of eyeball this a little bit. I believe that'll be fine. It's about half a cup of dried cranberries. And let's see. Let's put our eggs in. These are 5 chopped large eggs. Now, I'm making a big batch. You may not want a batch this big. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm fixing to mix it the way I always mix it.
Well, here it comes, y'all.
With my hand.
And they're
I
clean.
always mix with my hands. Because you can just do a much better job with your hands. And a lot of people are, oh, gross, gross, gross. That's garbage. You know, don't even talk like that.
Ain't you ever seen them lunch ladies make food?
Hey, people were using their hands before utensils ever came around. And my grandmother and my mom and people like that, you know, everybody used their hands. Because your hands are the best tool that God has given you. Okay, it's a little dry. So I'm going to have to add a little bit more mayonnaise and a little bit more of that broth.
Let me hit pause.
Yeah, let me wash my hands, guys. Okay, now I've added another big spoon of mayonnaise. And I'm going to add just a little bit more of my broth. Just to give it a little liquid down in there. Now I'm going to mix it all up again.
You gonna post a recipe later for them recipe
I
late
will
people?
post the recipe later.
Because people always say, recipe please.
And ladies, I'll tell you something. You really have to keep pulling this up from the bottom. Because that turkey wants to get down there on the bottom and where it's and it won't be mixed up good. That's one reason I use my hand. It's because I can tell.
Can't use a mixer, can you? Cheat.
No, I don't think I'd use a mixer. I just keep turning it over and making sure that it's all mixed good. Squish it between your fingers.
You know what they say that on the cooking channel? They're folding it.
Yeah, they're folding, but I'm just rolling it over.
We used to watch a lot of cooking channels. But
Yeah, I like Cooking Channel, all right. Okay, now let me taste of this.
And she won't put that finger back in there. Watch, lady.
Uh-uh.
She won't. What do you think it needs?
A little bit more of that sweet relish, honey. Right here, if you'll get it for
All
me.
right, I'm going to pause it, people. Hold on.
Okay, I've got the sweet relish. I think it needs a little bit more of this. Always taste your food, ladies.
And men.
Yeah, men, whoever's cooking.
This is something a guy can make pretty easy.
Yeah, if you can get your turkey breast baked and everything.
You know what a guy would do, Kathy? He'd go to Walmart or Kroger, wherever, Sam's
Buy
Club.
it.
He'd buy a rotisserie chicken because somebody else did all the cooking, and it'd tasty, and he'd cut it up. And that'd be called cooking.
Well, you could do that if you wanted to, I guess.
That's what I do.
Now, I can tell that it needs some black pepper.
All right, I'll hand it to you. Hold on.
There.
Hold on, people. Trying to do one thing, one hand, one the other, without shaking the camera.
Yeah. Putting some more black pepper in there. Robert loves black pepper.
Don't get it.
I like it and stuff like this. It gives it a good flavor, but
Don't get it too hot on you.
no.
Where Kathy's been brushing her teeth 4 times a day, she can't
'Cause
handle.
I don't want to get thrush.
She can't handle any hot stuff in her mouth.
No, because when you take a lot of antibiotics, and I've been on antibiotics 3 or 4 times since September, strong antibiotics. So, yeah, you don't want to. Okay, now.
Let me hit pause.
Pause just a minute, honey. Okay, guys. It's tasting pretty good. Of course, now, right now, all these flavors haven't developed together. So what you want to do is you want to put this in your containers. And I love these little containers right here. They're called Ziploc containers. You can buy them at Walmart. This one holds 3 cups. Just a little over 3 cups. About 3.5 cups. And I'm probably going to have 2 of these full the way it looks. So let me fill these up. Let's see, let me get this spoon out right here. And I can just use this. But it does taste good, though. Even right now, it tastes good.
All right, say, honey, I went out and bought a rotisserie chicken, and I cut it up. And I put this in the fridge. How many days is that going to last?
when you make chicken salad or something like that, as long as you keep it in the refrigerator, it should keep for 5 to 7 days, you know.
Because what I'm going to do with this stuff next week is I have to travel every day. And this is my lunch every day. That or a turkey burger. You made those too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's one container. And here is the second one. And if you like more celery, more onions, you can always add more vegetable type things, the cranberries or whatever you want to this. You're not really going to hurt it.
You can switch out the cranberries and grapes. There's a lot of people like
if
them
you'd rather
grapes.
have grapes, you know, go for it.
The reason I don't like grapes in mine, I think, is when Mom fixed it when I was a kid. Never used grapes, and then when you went and ate some fancy chicken salad, you were like, it was foreign. I still don't like it today. I'll eat it, but I won't like it. So
I can eat it. I like it on croissants. It's not that it's bad. It's just whatever you're used to eating, and that's a lot of it. Okay, we got 2 full containers of chicken salad, and that will last Robert quite a while. I'll probably eat a little bit of it with some crackers or on bread or something. And but the best thing is put it in your fridge. I got Miracle Whip on my hand, or mayonnaise or something. Put it in the fridge for about 2 days. Make it a little ahead of time than when you're going to use it. Because you want these, you put onions, celery, all these things, they've got to have time to kind of develop that flavor in there. Now, if you were juicing them and squashing them up, you know, you'd get flavor quicker. But we didn't do that. We're putting little pieces in there. So you need to fix it a few days ahead of time and let it develop the flavors. And it's going to be a lot better that way. But you all try you some turkey salad. And I'm going to finish wiping off my counter and cleaning off my containers and get ready to go in here and find us something for supper tonight. But you all have a blessed day. Do something good for somebody else. Check on your neighbors. We've had a lot of people that their heat went out during this cold spell we had. Our neighbor right down the road, his went out. My friend Bonnie, her grandson's heat went out. And they had little babies. So, you know, there's always things going on. We need to check on people. But
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, you all. Me and Robert's going to be right here tonight watching television and snacking probably. Pestering each other. We will talk to you all later. You all have a blessed day.